It's a good time to be
Ocarina of Tim.
Zelda fans, especially if you really enjoy like the original versions of the games, because Majora's Mask, the 3D version, while great in a lot of quality of life adjustments and things, changes the aesthetic on a lot.
There's a ROM hack that fixes that.
Yeah. So recently, there's been things coming out like this.
The decompiles.
And where they like decompile the game and recompile it to run on modern systems. And there's currently kind of two big ones out. There's Ship of Harkonnen, which is for Ocarina. Then there's Ship to Harkonnen. And
Ship to Harkonnen.
Yeah, that's for Majora's Mask. And you can do a lot more in that than this.
Yeah.
But at the time of when I looked it up, this one's a bit more stable for playing the game.
Yeah.
And which is what I wanted. So you can change a lot of stuff. You can have...
This isn't a ROM hack.
No.
It's rebuilt code from the ground up. So if you want to put anything in there, you just have to know how to write the code, which lots of people do because it's all modern shit that uses modern, graphics processors and stuff, and you can just put it in. So you can make it run at 120 FPS and not fuck up any of the physics.
It's fantastic because I would love a full graphical remake, but also I have a lot of attachment to this as it was, and just have it run in anything that's not 15 to 20 FPS to me is the best.
Yeah, I know. Like I tried to, there was a ROM hack for the Nintendo 64 version that just like added a few quality of life features, and I did try to play it, but like, man, you turn around to chase like I was looking for the fucking whatever those little bastards are, the little cunts in blue, the bombers. I was chasing them around and just watching it go down to like 20 fucking frames, and that's like the thing is like that's in the fucking game. Like there's just not a lot you can really fucking do about that, and like you can force it to go up to 60 via like hex codes and shit, but that fucks up lots of the game because how the game works is tied to the fucking frame rate, and this fixes all that. And the end result is, being able to play the game comfortably. Why are you Tronky?
Because there's a Kit Kat. There's a Kinder product. It's called a Tronky, and it sounds like a slur.
It really
you
does.
You fucking Tronky.
Like that's.
You fucking tronk, mate.
Yeah, that's an early 90s tradie slur for transgender.
Yeah.
You fucking Tronky.
Yeah, exactly. This game was... Because we were in PAL regions for us. The game
just
ran
already
5
10
to 10 FPS
slower
in the whole game.
50, yeah. So the way that worked was like, because of the weird way the electron beams were tied to the pulses of electricity in the walls, PAL systems ran 10 frames lower, just by default. Like TVs, old CRTs in Australia were 50 hertz televisions.
Yeah.
And you running at 60 wasn't going to do anything but give you tearing.
Mm-hmm.
And so all the games were 10 frames slower.
The best part about this is, especially, comment if you are of the age to have played the NES.
Mature.
In Australia, because...
Are you a MILF or a DILF?
Because Super Mario Brothers, I want to see who remembers it, had different music in the PAL release. The music was faster.
I didn't know that. Huh.
Yes. On all copies of Mario Brothers 1, it's faster.
That's wild.
Because like it threw me for a loop because I have my NES.
Yeah. And
I plugged it in and played it because I was playing it with my girlfriend, and the music was running fast, and I'm like, what? And I Google it, and it's like, yeah, no, all PAL copies just did that. Slightly faster.
That's wild. It's so good when I don't fucking worry about that stupid shit anymore.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying.
Link got punked by some fairies.
Don't you hate it when you're riding through a forest and you get jumped by a pair of fruits?
Because, like, they're just balls, man.
They really, yeah. Like, they don't appear to have any specific powers here either. Like, one of them can't open a door. So, like, I do really feel like it would, just be kind of like fighting a dragonfly. And I've won that fight. was more of a fight than I expected it to be, granted, but like that was a pretty big fucking dragonfly.
Now, Skull Kid goes, oh, this guy? Because he knows you. Because he's the original Skull Kid in Ocarina of Time who you played the flute with.
Yeah. And he's got your flute. Mr. Ocarina, Mr. Skull Ocarina.
I'm thinking now of the Skull Kid as the Scat Man.
It's funny because like the ocarina is such a weird instrument, and like I guarantee, prior to fucking Ocarina of Time, fucking nobody knew what an ocarina was.
No,
it was called a flute in like some of the early translations of like I'm pretty sure it was called a flute in like fucking the NES, and it might have been in Link to the Past a flute as well, but like it kind of disrupted Dad's brain. Because where they're playing this game called Ocarina of Time, nobody knows what an ocarina is really at this point in human history, except Dad, who had become obsessed with a joke in a Mad Magazine parody of Saturday Night Fever, where like fucking John Travolta's character, his life goal in this parody was to be the world's greatest ocarina player.
Jesus.
And it was like, yeah, the joke was done because it's this weird, obscure fucking instrument, so it's, you know, automatically funny.
Yeah.
And then so his two connections with Ocarina, which are two more than most people had, was a Mad Magazine joke from 30 years ago. Like, because this was, this wasn't like them going back. This was a fucking Mad Magazine he had in a chest in his house that he bought in the 70s. It was when Saturday Night Live came out. Or Saturday Night Fever came out. So there's just this one reference to this weird fucking instrument. And then all of a sudden there's this fucking video game all about this goddamn fucking thing. Ocarina was first purchase I made on the internet, actually. All the way back in like, I think fucking 2000. What the fuck?
The bushes are enchanted. By the spirit of CeeLo Green. He's got a funny name.
It's not rape if they're asleep. Oh no, CeeLo, that's kind of like, that's rape classic. That's like,
classic?
what, yeah. Well, almost. Brock Turner rape is classic.
Do you also have high-low?
Like, cause that's behind a dumpster. That's like the rape.
I loved these little icons.
Again, a lot of this game gives me the willies. It's such a bizarre, sinister game. And I miss this Nintendo. I miss whatever the fuck happened to Nintendo that made them make like, Lost Levels and whatever the fuck they were on when they made like Link's Awakening and this.
They were cooking.
Yeah, did like someone's mum die or something? I want another strange fucking, just let one of the subgroups that you have at Nintendo, some of the juniors, let them have the fucking Breath of the Wild engine and make like a strange side Zelda game. Where, fucking weird body horror shit like this happens in it.
The music is a masterpiece in this game. The lighting, the phrasing for the fucking hardware.
Like, this is nuts. Look at this!
And it made me very happy because, like, they don't...
One of us.
They don't do this often, but... They took an existing engine. They took existing assets. And, because all of these assets, most of these assets are in Ocarina. All the NPCs are the same.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like... I mean, I know there is original shit in here.
There is, absolutely. But, like,
there's not a lot.
The whole point was they had a very small dev time, so they took an existing thing and wrote a whole new story with it.
It's kind of like the classic expansion pack. This is what you'd get in between major iterations of a game.
And I miss that a lot. Yeah. Because it makes... Because you can focus almost on...
The other stuff.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, you dipshit, you're stuck with me now, you stupid fuck, huh?
I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah, I don't need a little helper, actually. You're I don't trust you, This isn't like Navi, like I liked her. You're just a cunt. I'm gonna fucking get one of those mosquito zappers, one of those paddles that you can buy now and wallop you with it. You're being disobedient. Oh, whose fault's that?
It's your fault. You're a fairy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stuff you in my nose snoot.
You suck on Deku's nuts. But yeah, like I haven't, cause what did I do? I played the 3DS version with the ROM hack that like changes the things back but leaves the quality of life stuff intact.
It doesn't change the graphics though, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it gets rid of the eyeballs on the bosses.
No, not that. I meant like the whole, like, for example, the Great Bay Temple. Like all the wall textures and everything have been changed. Like the.
Oh well, I also had a full HD. Like,
Oh, okay.
Pack. So
I'll have a look
yeah,
at it.
right. But like it does remove the eyeballs from the bosses.
That's good.
Yeah.
Does it change the Zora swimming back
Yes.
to? Oh, thank God.
I know.
Why would they be like, hey, you know what? Like feels one of the best, most awesome mechanics in the game and makes this whole area bearable. Fast, responsive swimming.
Yeah, let's take that
make
away.
the normal version. Sorry, what did they do? They made the magic. You had to go the magic version to get the old standard version.
Yeah, the magic.
They made it slower.
Yeah, the original speed got made into the magic meter using speed, and the regular speed became just fucking achingly slow for no discernible reason.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you can fucking like, you know, it wasn't game breaking to let you move that quick in the and it kind of also make you're a Zora. You should move quickly in the fucking water.
It sucked. It felt really bad.
Yeah, so they fixed that. It takes the eyeballs off the monsters. It fiddled. I know there's some like a glitch or two that were rare, but like it tweaks those. And then you add the HD pack on top, and the end result is a really like the only downside to it is there's it's still like a locked 30.
All right.
Like,
Yeah.
So there's no way for it to push the 3DS version.
Yeah, that's fair.
Faster. And like it'll take a little while, but I would like to see like what they can do with. I mean, obviously the decompile does open up an awful.
Well, I've been keeping track of it, and on the ship Discord, there's like mods that people are developing, showcasing in progress and stuff that change things. So in a few years. Like, I figure it will be pretty.
Yeah, because my big
this
one
thing's
is just
fucked.
Yeah, I mean, look at that, man.
Cause like, that's whose soul we stole. How sad. Just how sad.
This is weird.
And the game was just full of shit like this.
Yeah, like, because where even are we, you know? Like, it has that dreamlike quality. And then, like, the first person you meet is, like, not a villain exactly, but also, like, suspicious and stranger danger, and not really helpful.
He's omnipotent as well. I can't say that word. Omnipotent?
Yeah, omnipotent, yeah.
Because, like...
Yeah.
Like, I'm in danger.
Yeah, and then that fucking face. The fairy knows what's up. The fairy's like, stranger danger.
I want to know why that kind of looks like Dracula.
I search high and low for faces. Oodly doo.
I think it would have been really cute as well, because there's a Mario mask on his backpack.
Yeah.
If they gave you that and let you transform into Mario.
Like, they could have just had, I suppose it might have been fucking hard to fit it in the 64 days, but just give him the 3 jumps. Yeah, I kind of have, like, the Mask of God. And that being gone's a little bit of an issue. Like, I love this because, like, you know, the story intro you get is just, okay, here's Link. And then you get, like, there's none of it, hey, there's also, when you go outside, there's going to be a weird giant moon face just staring at you for the whole game. You know?
Okay.
Such a weird thing.
Just this. Boom, boom. And then the way it... Because you're introduced to this place for the first time, and you're like...
Okay.
Okay.
You know? Familiar sights.
Everything looks familiar. If you played Ocarina first, everything looks familiar and strange. And something this game I think does very well, because it's not a very big game
No.
in scope compared to like Ocarina.
It's a very small physical space.
And the way they unload that, it's really cool.
Yeah, like it is a real good example
right
of
now,
making the most of what you've got.
Also, the dog hates us.
Racist
Dogs. Because, like, you try to go out here. Oh, wait, that's the...
Yeah, this is the shop alley.
I didn't mean go in the shop alley, but oh well. We ball. And you get this nice little intros every time you
quests to this.
go on a little intro. So, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's
There's a guy with a Keaton mask.
The Michael Keaton mask.
And, like, yeah, this guy's like...
No, you don't.
It's dangerous. I can't allow a child like you to leave. So you're keeping me hostage? And it in a game like this, you kind of want to talk to everyone because the game's very light on story, but rich in character.
Yeah, it's got like a lot of your environmental storytelling. You know, it really is that sort of you're learning about the little community you're in and all the weird relationships and shit.
The noises these two make upset me.
These are the McPoyles.
Oh.
That was a bizarre noise. That was like a combination between a horrifying realization and an orgasm. And I'm not comfortable with that. Of course, our first meeting with fucking Tingle.
Yeah, like the game introduces you to Tingle and it's like,
Is
what's
there
Tingle?
like a Is there a whatever the fuck it is texture pack for it that works with this yet?
Not yet. There's like gap texture packs of things like replacing weapons and icons, but not the actual full texture stuff yet.
I'm kind of surprised it can't just sort of automatically work with oh god, whatever his name is, the one that already exists.
I mean, it probably can. I don't know. Why would I want to steal your words?
Deranged Miyamoto self-insert.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
I am in the sky.
My father calls me a poofta because of the way I dress. I mean, that's his whole story in the game. His dad thinks he's weird.
Yeah.
And,
the fucking broken fairies always look so strange to me.
I like the little mouth go...
Alright. We gotta go find you some lady parts.
I wonder if is the backwards? Oh, that's way slower.
Yeah, like all fucking Deku Link has is twirl and bubble.
I was just wondering, because, like, in the other games, like, if you, like, back hop really fast, you can move faster that way, backwards. And, this is No.
Something I'd like to see if they're getting crazy with the decompile is, like, having all the spaces, you know, sort of existing in load at once.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, like, sort of having, you know, not to have the little loading sections between
Oh, wait.
spaces.
It's in the laundry pool in this. I don't know why I thought it was up there.
Something is up there. I think it's one of the bomber kids.
Yeah, that's right. This game's got everything. Tradies.
Weirdos hanging out here. Like, it's just... Like, hearing the frog, it's like, oh yeah, the frog fucking quest. Oh yeah, that's an insane quest.
Yeah, you gotta gather all the frogs.
And it's weird, and it takes fucking forever, and it's... Like, the fucking quest, like, because the Keaton Mask Kid is one of the first things
He goes
you
so
see,
fast.
and you go, huh, what the fuck's that about? And that is a quest that you can really only successfully do, like, late game. Because you have to be able to get into the fucking, you know, nightclub.
It is the main quest of the game, essentially.
Yeah. And its ending is insane. And it fucking... You have to do that quest twice to get, like, both masks. It's such a weird fucking game. There's the fucking dancers. And that dancer guy mask. Yeah.
such a fucking bar.
Why did you make this? What the fuck? Yes, that's me. Ding, ding, ding. I do love how in Breath of the Wild they made your armor upgrades just getting molested by a vast MILF.
Yes.
They weren't even shy about that. That lady done sprinkled some of that there magic on you. You're a man now.
Ba-na-na-na. Yeah. Look at her. There she goes, twirling away. Looks like a pink backup dancer.
That shit does too, it really does.
And then this little squirt is like... It's like, who you calling shrimp? You're smaller than me.
Like, it... Because when you compare this to, like, Ocarina of Time that has such a fairly clear objective from the start, you know, it's like, go to here, go there, go to the Deku tree. Alright, here's your fucking, you know, here's the shit. Compared to this, it's like, alright, we gotta find a mask. You know, or catch a child. And it's like, okay, and I've got 72 hours. It's like, what do you mean 72? Like, really? Like, what's happening here? There you are, you little shit. Okay, you little shit. So help me God, I will find you and I will beat you.
God, I hate
Don't
this
stop
movement.
doing this wrong. You gotta, like, because he'll try
No,
and,
I
like...
know.
Aha. There was another one back over there, too. Oh, I think the red one is, like... Alright, so I think there's one up here. There's one next to the bell, I think. Oh, little cunt. Ah!
Yeah, he's not great. There he is.
Yeah. They're slightly different places to the 3DS version.
Can I just land on him? Probably as soon as I land, it will trigger. Yeah. No, don't go in there. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. If he goes in there, you can't get him.
Really?
Yeah, because the guard stops you from
Oh,
getting
that
close
is
enough.
bullshit.
Come here.
Here, you little bastard. Oh man, imagine fucking trying to get the kid and the goddamn guard standing there going, no. I would be very, very annoyed.
I was. So we gotta be careful here too, because there's another one there.
That was the last one. I can't even remember. Do you have to find the red hat one?
No, I think there was two in the top. I think you're right.
Oh, that's right. There's
Yeah,
no
there
bank
is.
in this one.
Okay, I gotta write this code down because there's no way of like. Because in this version, there's no way for it to actually tell you what the code is.
Doesn't it go into the bomber's notebook as well?
Not in this one.
Huh.
Well, also you don't get the notebook to start with.
Oh, yeah.
Two, 1, 4, 3, 5. You can find one of them and they will tell you it again. But it's not the red hat one, which is annoying because it could be like the leader.
Yeah. Shut up. Do 1, 4, 3, 5, yeah.
Little
Sound
sad
like-
sack.
You sound like the penguin from the fucking Nintendo Mario 64. And I shall also throw you off of an icy cliff.
And you can't do like the skip like that in the 3DS version. Because they changed the momentum on the spin. Which which is very bad. Pop. Why did he put this here?
I don't know.
You know what will stop everyone coming after me? A giant face balloon.
I would like a giant face balloon. I wonder if you can do that. Or if you, there's got to be some like custom balloon place that just lets you print like.
It was also cool because like this game just loads very cool. Like there's not transitions in a lot of areas; they just fade in.
Okay, you ready to meet the weird fucking thing that's gonna kick a dent in the 90s?
Hmm. What, this guy?
No, the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of looks like the old mustache guy from like fucking Mr. Vampire, which may well be what he's based on actually.
I like the effect of the clock tower light spinning around.
You know, back when it was just like a fucking any little shit. Like, that is just... Why did you have this idea? It's so fucking weird, man.
Woo!
What is it? We gotta give this to like the Deku who wants it, and then
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can do.
yeah.
Outside, grab a few little upgrades here and there for the first cycle.
That's right. This doesn't have the song where you can just skip ahead as many hours as you want. You gotta like.
That's right. It's set
in.
intervals.
Go a whole day.
I'm not talking to you, fairy.
Twirling into the future. The other cool thing that is in this is the actually, there's probably a cheat that just lets you fucking jump to whatever time you want. Which I feel like would be useful purely for like, let's get this done reasons.
No, absolutely, because if you just have to ballpark somewhere and wait for the quest a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Do you know that you don't... I don't know if I can do it, but you don't actually need to get the thing to get up there.
Some kind of game breaker.
Wait. Dog,
Don't
could you not?
You fucking shitty little fucking hound. Yeah, it's interesting because like the 3DS version, the space is a little bigger, and behind the clock tower, there's like a save point and a bank that lets you like, you know, stack money.
There are banks in this one.
Is it behind the clock tower?
Yeah.
I didn't see it when you were back there earlier.
No, he's in the little alley.
Oh, okay, right. No, the 3DS version is behind the clock tower.
Oh. Oh, you can put items there? Did you say?
No, money.
Money, okay. That's weird that they changed that.
There you go. Now,
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Whoops.
shut your wife up.
There we go. I mean, I think this is Deku crack. We just sold him. We're a dealer now. Now he wants to move out to the swamp. This dude's sus. We're Walter Whitering for this guy. I like him flying away with his stuff. Why did he have so much stuff?
It's a lot of stuff. You have receipts for all that stuff, buddy? Huh? Again, like, just... It's... You know, what you have to do is so weirdly vague. Like, at no point... Like, it's still... You're not really like, oh, okay, I've got a quest. It's like, alright, the kid's up there and I just have to wait for 3 days? Is that what I'm doing? You know?
Yeah.
Like, okay, we can get up there. And the other thing that always gets me is like remembering that like, you know, you have to go back in time so much because if you want to get any of the, you know, like nothing remains. When you go back in time, the fucking whatever, you know, little side quest you completed gets undone.
Yeah.
And so you just have to do it again. So if you want to do that, like, because there is a whole fucking quest line with, like, the scrub deeds.
I love this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The cunt fucking robs the old lady.
But you can't do anything about it. Because you can't hit him. Which I think is bullcrap.
Yeah.
If I spun into something like that...
If it's enough to catch a child, then, yeah, I think so, too. Because there are quests where you have to, like, stop that from happening, and quests where you have to let it happen. Which is nuts.
Why was the delivery person this decrepit old crone?
Oh, she runs the bomb store.
No, I know, but, like, why is she delivering it by hand?
Yeah.
She's got a son who's healthy and fit.
I do love, like, the fucking crime weirdo, too. Like, the whole thing involving him is such a... Your dance sucks. I'm gonna come back here with the weirdest mask you've ever seen and show you a better dance. Hello. I'm a funny little weirdo and I've invented a bank.
Tronky. I forgot I called it Tronky.
So die.
Because, like, I don't think there's really much in the game that says your name.
Probably not, no. Because, like, nobody knows you.
Yeah.
And, like, here you Deku kid.
I love the way his little arms power thrust. Oops.
We need a version of this. You know, once the fucking mods are in full force for this, we need Deku Kid to be turned into Bronson Kid.
Puts a, like, mass transformation, just face in sheer horror as it Bronsonates.
Bronsonate?
It's nighttime. Where's the hand? There it is. Hi.
That's weird. Like, one person in Japan pulled a toilet prank in, like, the fucking 1850s, and...
This lady...
She talks you to
I
sleep.
don't like her. Oh, come on.
I don't think you can do anything until you can get the mask off. Like,
Oh, wait. No. You definitely can. I was trying to pass the time, because she reads you a story and passes time, but I forgot the Scarecrow can pass time. Oh. That's not there.
yeah, you need the key for that one, which is a whole thing.
I just thought I walked into the exit door. Yeah.
I mean, really, everything in this game is a whole thing. What we're looking at right now, this whole area is like a fifth of the game. So it's dense. Just everybody we spoke to has some weird goddamn shit that you need to get done with them.
Hmm.
And most, if not all of it, ends in a melancholy fashion.
Yeah. It's what I love about the game. It's very, down.
I need Nintendo to get depressed again. You know?
Yeah.
The Wii gave them too much money. And, like, the Wii U was a, like, you know, quote-unquote failure, but, like, you know, you can handle a failure when you've got Wii money. Okay. We need, like, we need a thing, though.
No, I was just telling you, but I forgot what he says about it. That's like the hint, because the game never tells you how to actually get it.
Yeah. Play it in reverse, it slows time down. Double time it. Time speeds up. Shall we dance?
He's mesmerizing.
That blur effect was like such a millennial game feature. You know, it showed up in Dreamcast games a heap. It showed up in 64 games a bit. Let's dance until the apocalypse. Is there a way to check what time it is?
Yeah, clock's down there.
Oh, yeah. Don't you need to be the third day?
Yeah, I was just seeing if those respawned with more money.
Ah. I like going up to the fucking observatory guy, be like, hey, you know, you've got like a self-aware scarecrow, just, you know, indoor garden bed of turnips downstairs. I think he's gone insane. All he wants to do is dance and pass time.
Oh, whoops. Ah, damn it.
Do you want to manipulate time?
Yes. Who wouldn't?
His dance and pastime song should be Once in a Lifetime by Talking Heads. It should just be like...
This is not my beautiful scarecrow life.
Letting the days go by.
I wish he said, do you want to keep dancing till dawn? And then it just goes game over. Where's he going?
Yeah, that's... We're all gonna die. Yeah, and then it makes you basically skip. It doesn't really tell you how either. Like, you could be wandering around trying to figure shit out for ages before you'd ever think, oh, I'm gonna go talk to the fucking turnip fucking scarecrow. The indoor turnip scarecrow.
And that's why in this game it just pays to talk to every single NPC.
It really, like, the game is really just going, you have to do this. This is what you're doing. It's a weird...
And it, like... It's always something that...
This, but set on Ramsey Street for neighbors.
I think does really well because, like, in a lot of games, how do you make a player go inside buildings? Like, if you walk into town, right?
Yeah.
Like, what has to be in every single building? What does an NPC have to be in that town to make you interested?
Yeah.
And in a game like this, everything is deep because over 3 days, you get the lead up to this.
God, fucking mighty.
Because imagine, this is for all intents and purposes, a medieval time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, just seeing this thing get closer and closer, because this is the last 3 days, right? How quick did it come down over those 3 days? Pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
So, you get to see NPCs who would only have one line of dialogue in a traditional game like this, unless they were involved with a quest, change radically.
Yeah.
You get to see the fear in some of them, you get to see the egos in others, like everyone has their own thing. And it's so cool to see their reactions right before they're gonna die.
Which is what it is, too.
And it's depressing watching some of these townfolk with kids put their kids to bed. Imagine going, oh, good night, kids, it'll be okay. And you know that moon's coming down next day.
Yeah. Don't worry, the giant moon just won't... We'll be okay. Oh, sorry, this is the one with the fucking aliens in it, too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Such a... Because you know, I'd been waiting on this. I've been waiting for Two Ship, Two Harkinian to finish. Because, you know, I just couldn't. I'm not playing this at fucking 24. It really is fucking unpleasant.
God, no.
So I was like, alright, I'll wait for this. That way I can have, like, the fucking frame rate fixed. And then I found, like, the HD upgrade and the handheld I had ran fucking 3D, you know, Majora's Mask well, and there were the upgrades and stuff. So I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just play it that way.
Also, the weird penis tower. And this does this every year, right, on the festival?
Oh.
Imagine living in this town.
All
you trying to sleep?
For the raising of the knob.
Imagine if you had a house that was next to it, and every year just demolishes the house. The local demolishing of Ted's house.
The land was so cheap.
You know what name's great?
Murgatroyd.
Gary.
Fair enough.
Gary is a fantastic name for humor. Because lately we've been enveloping... I've been developing this series in my mind where Wesker lives in a suburb and next door lives his best friend Gary. But Wesker's a dick. And we were talking about how old game protection was like the Prince of Persia having a code in the manual that you needed.
The pirate wheel!
Yeah, and Wesker has the original Prince of Persia. And he's let Gary borrow it. And Gary's like, Wesker, I need the code. Where's the code? And Wesker's like, I don't have the manual, Gary. I ate it, Gary. I'm eating it right now. Nyum, nyum. Wesker, you're such a dick. I've beaten the Prince of Persia, Gary, have you? Like, just Wesker doing normal, everyday things.
Oh, it's the best voice for everyday shit. What's the plan here, Skull Kid? Because I keep forgetting, like, how much of... Because I know you actually meet Majora at the end, and there's, like, some vague kind of fucking thing about, like, what's actually happening. But it's like... I can't remember how much of the Skull Kid's actually related to the moon even being here, or falling in the first place, or whether that's, like... You know, like, this is just some fucking...
Right up your clacker.
My clacker! I'm not supposed to get bubbles in it! Quick, bust out some sweet tunes.
Ah, yes. Someone stowed my memory in my flute. I hate when I just people put my memories in objects around the house. You go to the toilet and accidentally touch the toilet brush, and suddenly memories of Princess Zelda come flooding back.
That's gonna be senility for our generation. It's just far more weird objects to bind memories to.
I wish I could have Horcruxes, you know? Like, bind my certain life forces so I'm immortal.
Yeah, immortality would be useful.
Yeah. I think it would be cool. And I put my Horcruxes in things no one would ever think to break. Like toilet brushes. Not ones in use.
I'll just have one buried on the moon.
That's a good idea. You know, if I ever win $40 billion, I'm putting the damn Lance of Longinus on the moon. I have too much money, they can't stop me. Because that petition and like raised enough things, and like then they're like, we can't do that. And I'm like, you're
can't
a
or won't. Yeah, like I'm tired of this can't business. You know, that's such a weak thing to say for the human race. There's not a lot we
put
can't.
A small one up there.
I don't fucking want a small, like a big one's not that big. You know, we're not talking like something that, you know, I don't want like just a whole fucking Empire State Building just plonked up on the fucking moon. Like, it's just, you could make it out of metal. Like, I'm not saying I'll be able to make it at home, but like, you know, we're putting it on the moon. Let's not go halfway here. Oh, goddess, if Time wanted to protect me, she might actually fucking come down and really fucking help.
Oh no, it fell short of its goal. Never mind.
Oh, cockshit piss ass. Nothing good happens.
They wanted
it's all just bullshit.
100 million yen, which was 840 USD. 840,000.
I'm kind of that's kind of a bummer it didn't get up then. Like, you know, that's not a huge amount considering it's to put something stupid on the moon. You know?
Boom.
I love the fucking instruments. You will never defeat my sousaphone of time. Because it's only really now that, like, what the game is and what the actual, you know, what you'll be doing for the next, like, 20 hours or whatever is really kind of fucking hammered home. You know, like, we're only just now through the fucking intro.
And this, like, little recap is pretty cool. It's really hammering home as like, fuck that.
I mean, yeah, you see, like, look, that's the kind of shit that makes me suspicious of you, you little weirdo. You know? Like... And that... What just happened? I don't know, alright? And I have taken some drugs.
We ate the moon tear.
Yeah.
We ate the biggest ball of crack cocaine I've ever seen.
Like, this is the thing that always, like, it's something... Because I can't remember, it popped up in, like, X-Files, but it was just like, it was, hallucinating a whole-ass fucking child. And it's like, look, like, I've taken a lot of drugs. And also, when you've got a cat, you know, like, there's just a part of your brain, you know, when you've grown up with cats and just, you know, like, shit... your brain will just grow to see any kind of movement in the bottom left or right corner of your vision as cat. You know, like as something fucking... And the thing is, it could be a shadow. Like, it could be like a trick of the light and your brain goes cat. And then you look and there's no cat because it's not a fucking cat. If I ever looked and saw a cat and then the cat vanished, that's... I need to explain to people, like, if you're ever hallucinating to that degree, get to a fucking hospital. Like, because that's... I've got that as a fucking thing built. Like, I have... plans for this. I've got contingency plans for if anything I've done to my brain or if anything fucking congenital just decides to kick off. Because, like, there are levels of hallucination that you just shouldn't be experiencing unless you have fucking some, like, hard schizophrenia or something. You know? Like, if you are seeing whole things, that's, like, that's not drugs.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna fucking have one marijuana and then... You know, see a moon.
I see the moon every night. Who
well,
doesn't?
Okay, a moon that looks like,
I-
yeah, Joan Cusack about to crash into the planet.
Can we have that a mod, please?
Because there are pictures of her where she does look like it. Because she pulls that face sometimes. When she's being like a comedy character, you know, like particularly it shows up a bit in like School of Rock. You know, when she's being like the kind of stuffy, kind of, you know, principal, vice principal.
I want someone to add a big cigar to it.
God damn it, that really would fit too. Like you could just immediately. Now I can't see it without feeling like it's missing.
Right?
Like, oh, we modded the cigar out of its mouth because we just thought it was tonally strange. Like, oh yeah, unlike the rest of this fucking game.
Classy is proudly sponsored completely by its fans. We thank you for your support.
It expanded somehow. It expanded somehow. I'll have you know